Now, the older I get, the more I realize that there's not a lot of good people in this world. 50% people don't even care about being righteous, and 50% of the other half just lying.
Peace, everyone. It's Tamika Lachelle. It's Monday, August 18th, 2008. And the universe has a funny way of teaching me lessons. This past week has really been a week of self-discovery. And what the universe does is it gives me a lesson within myself. And I find out that lesson within myself. And then there are things out in the universe that reconfirm my lesson for me. And so that's been happening a lot this past week. And so I keep making these videos about observations. I think I'm just going to entitle them observations. And this one is observations about mentalities. I have so much to say. It's all bottled up inside of me, and I only have 10 minutes to say it. So I'm going to try and get it out without, rambling too much. So the first thing I want to say is it all starts with self. And it really starts with your mind. And if you have a positive mentality, then you'll be a positive person. The other thing I want to say is negative people, stay around negative people. Be in that, embrace whatever it is you're choosing, because it is a choice. Embrace it and be it fully. If you're a negative person, be that negative person. Don't try and mask your negativity by surrounding yourself with positive people. It just does not work that way. You're either positive or negative. There's no in between. If you intend positive things for yourself and the world around you, then positive things will come to you and the world around you. If you intend positive things to yourself but negative things in the world around you, negative is still going to come back to you because you're part of that world. Get it straight, okay? If you don't want to be negative, surround yourself in a positive environment with you first. Surround yourself with positive music, positive TV, positive books, positive clothing, positive thinking, positive writing, positive speaking. Surround yourself with that positivity. And then gradually surround yourself with positive people. You'll start to fade out the negative people in your life, and each one of those negative people will be replaced by a positive person or positive thing. And then be positive. But if you are negative, and you know when you're negative, you know you don't want to change, you know you want to be the thing that you are, be it. And be it fully, be it wholeheartedly, embrace it, love it. If that's what you want to be it. Don't be a negative person and come to a positive environment filled with positive people, because your negative energy is going to affect everyone in that room. It's very cliche, but you're only as strong as the weakest link. And in a positive environment, if there's a negative person in there, you're only as strong as that negative person. And of course, as a positive person, we want to bring you up. It's our natural, way of being. It's our instinct. We want to bring you up to our level. We want to raise your vibration so that you're more positive. That's what we want to do. We want to do that. But if you're not ready for that, don't put yourself in a situation where that's going to come to you. And also, don't put other people in a situation of lowering their vibration because you're there. And I'm going to move on from that. Just, if you're negative, be negative. If you're positive, be positive. But don't teeter-totter, okay? Don't play each side. Be one or the other and keep it moving. Which brings me to quitters. Having been an abused child in abusive relationships, having had disorders, I have dyslexia, I understand that some things you just don't choose. Some things are afflicted on you, and there's nothing you can really do to have not made that affliction. There's some things you just don't have a choice in them being. However, you have the choice in how you react to the being. Being dyslexic, I could have said, all right, I'm the dumbest person in the world. I'm not going to fight to read in crowds. I'm not going to be able to speak in public from any of my notes. Bump it. I don't care. But instead, I chose chose to work through my dyslexia. I put myself in public arenas reading off of my notes. I put myself in plays. I put myself out in public because I wanted to conquer that thing, whatever it was. Having been in an abusive relationship, I realized that the relationship wasn't good for me. And if it wasn't good for me, I needed to get out of it because I can't be the best me for this world if I am being abused. And I got out of it. And having been an abused child, I choose not to abuse my daughter. I choose to be positive in my parenting. It's a choice. I choose those. Now, when it comes to quitting, if you choose a better position, positive position for yourself, and you get out of a situation, you're not a quitter. However, if you choose to stay in that situation and wallow in that situation, any kind of situation, weight loss, school, living, work, whatever situation it is, if you choose to stay in that situation and be of that situation, and just say, this is whatever it ever it's going to be, this is it, then that you're quitting. You're giving up on yourself. You're giving up on yourself. Don't quit. I don't understand the whole concept of quitting. It should not be in our vocabulary. I really do believe we need to just get that out of our minds. There's no such thing as quitting. Once you set a goal, go towards it until you achieve it. If you want the best marriage in the world, go towards it until you achieve it. And sometimes that means the person that you're with isn't the one. Sometimes that means that. Sometimes that's what it means. Sometimes it doesn't. So yeah. No quitters. We are not quitters. We are doers. We are progressive people. We progress positively. That's what we do. No quitters. We don't quit. We don't quit. Lastly, in the mentality, and this is all about choice, which is mentality. You choose to be positive, you choose to be negative. You choose to eat that food or not that food. And I want to talk about that. Do the things that make you feel good. Okay? In moderation. Yes. Do the things that make you feel good in moderation. And there are stipulations. And if you're a positive person, that brings positive energy to you. If you choose to be negative, then of course do the things that, will bring negativity to you. Now, I'm not in any way saying you should be a negative person. I want to get that very clear. However, it's your choice. I have no control over who, what, where, how you do whatever you do. You do it. I have no control over that. So I can't control you and say, oh, you're supposed to be a positive person. I can't say that I would prefer you to be a positive person. And I can only lead by example in being a positive person. But I can't make you be a positive person, nor do I want to make you be a positive person. And again, this isn't directed to any one person. The great thing for me about YouTube is that YouTube connects me in communication with people I can see every day and people I don't have the ability to see every day, and people I have no idea who they are. So it's a great means of communication. So I'm not pointing this out to any one person, but I will say that over this past week, everything that I'm speaking about has come to fruition through me and reflected back to me from the universe.
Now, the older I get, the more I realize that there's not a lot of good people in this world. 50% people don't even care about being righteous, and 50% of the other half just lying.